Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome everybody to our practice together. We have a full moon in Aries practice today. So we're going to be invoking the fiery qualities of Aries, which is associated with the element of fire, Tejas, and the planet Mars, the ruler of war. So we're going to be working with some very strong, bold, dynamic energy in this practice, but because it's a lunar practice, we will also be drawing upon the cooling, nourishing aspects of the moon. Let's come into our Sukhasana, our easy seat. Perhaps you're seated on a block, a folded blanket, or a cushion. Have available anything that you need that will lift the earth up towards you, so that you have some stability or that you can reach for a foundation. Let's bring our right palm to the lap and then place the left palm on top of the right palm. Bhairava Mudra. This is the seal of ferocity, ferociousness, fearlessness. This is a seal that helps us to overcome fear through boldness. Closing your eyes or gazing softly down towards the earth. Beginning to observe the breath, the natural flow of the breath, the softness of the breath. And notice how on each inhale, the coolness of the breath touches the aspects of you that you may have not yet considered today. The body where the tension may be held, where you may load the stress in your body. And as you exhale, soften that part of your body. Inhale to draw upon the coolness of the full moon's rays. Exhale to soften and surrender in each part of the body that experiences tension or load. The neck, the shoulders, the arms, the back, the hips, the legs, the knees, ankles, feet. Visualize the full moon overhead. Experience the luminosity of its cool glow. Softening the breath, softening the body, softening the heart. Draw awareness to the jaw, cheekbones, the forehead, the ears, and soften here. We move with the cycles of nature so that we can synchronize with its harmonious flow. The breath is the place to start. The ebb and flow, the rise and fall, the in and out. As we come towards the end of the year, this cycle of the moon helps to draw us towards completion, completing any actions yet undone, taking any steps yet unfinished. Realizing dreams yet unmanifested. The full moon in Aries brightens the night skies. And like most of the moons, this is a fiery, energizing, dynamic moon in which we may experience high energy, heightened emotions, surges of excitement. We'll open by chanting our mantra, Om, the primordial sound of the universe, and then Om Som Somaya Namah, invoking the nectar of the full moon, the nectar which restores, renourishes, replenishes, so that we may continue to move into bold action, so that we may be drawn into new directions, new territory, new adventures, so that our passions, our faith, our beliefs are reignited, renourished by this Soma nectar. Inhale fully to prepare. Exhale completely to discharge the energy of the day. Inhale to prepare. Om. 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 We'll do Om Som Somaya Namah once, corner response, and twice together, 3 times in all. Om Som Somaya Namah. Together. Om Som Somaya Namah. Twice more. Together. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om. Releasing the mantra, releasing the mudra, namaskar at the heart. So my friends, we're going to be shifting the gears of our practice slightly. And if you are moon sensitive, or you tune into the moon, particularly synchronizing with its flow, you may feel in this 3 days that led up to the full moon and 3 days thereafter, intensity. Your emotions may be a little bit turmoil, it may be in turmoil or perhaps even turbulent. You may feel rash or impulsive or restless. Your temper may be short. You may feel hot-headed. These are all ways burning up the tapas, burning up the excess energy, so that we can apply the energy to what is called upon. Let's start by removing your block or cushion if you're seated on it and extending the left leg long. Flex the left foot. Turn the heart over to the left leg. Draw the hands together. Interlace all your fingers and then extend the middle fingers. Matangi mudra. Matangi mudra is the mudra for transformation, transformative power, most associated with the Manipur chakra. So because we're working with the element of fire in honor of the Aries full moon, we're going to be drawing upon the Manipura at the solar plexus, this chakra. Inhale, reach up. Extend your leg, arms long, overhead. Lift your gaze parallel to the horizon. As you exhale, let's turn over to the right. Inhale, center with Tangi Mudra. Exhale, hands to the left, turn over to the left. Inhale, center, reaching up. As you exhale this time, let's hinge forward. Hands can come to rest on the earth or on your legs, or hands can reach forward. Heart melting towards the knee. Head to knee pose, Janushrasana. Draw in the navel, draw in the core towards the spine. One more breath. Engage your core by squeezing the pelvic floor, the Mula Bandh. Draw in the navel to the spine. Engage the Uddiyana Bandh. Inhale to rise up, hands reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here. Let's cross this right leg over the left leg. Hug that leg in. And let's take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, or hug in the right knee into the crook of that left elbow. Bring the thumb and the middle finger together, gaze over the right shoulder. Keep that left foot flexed. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, sense that you are turning deeper into your twist. One more breath here. Then inhale, turn to center with Matangi Mudra. Exhale, counter twist to the left. Open your heart here, lift your gaze. Back to center. Let's unwrap that right foot. Bring the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana. Bring the little toe side of the foot together, and then open out the big toe side so that you almost look as if you're opening out the pages of a book with the soles of your feet. Lengthen your heart by drawing up the sternum. Draw up the crown towards the full moon. Notice how you have been feeling in this last cycle. Do you feel that you are struggling to be seen or heard? Do you feel contained or held back? Have you been feeling frustrated or impatient with the lack of progress or the lack of change? 3 more breaths here in Baddha Konasana, here in the fullness of Baddha Konasana. What has been creating resistance in your life? What has been creating barriers for you to either distract you or obstruct you? Exhale and extend the right leg long, tuck in the left foot, turn the heart over to the right leg. Engage all your fingers, interlace them, and then extend the middle finger, Matangi Mudra, and we're going to draw up the hands up towards the sky. Set your intention here, Om Som Somaya Namah, or perhaps a personal affirmation or intention. In your home language, I am bold, I am fearless, I step forward with courage. Reaching up here. Exhale over to the right, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left, hands to the earth, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to center, reach up. From here, we're going to hinge over this right leg. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to reach forward. And when you have reached the length that you wish to, release the hands And allow the heart to melt down towards the right leg, crown reaching forward towards the foot. This is creating an energetic connection. Some of us may connect a physical connection. There is no difference between the body and the energy field that surrounds the body. You have an aura around you. This aura is your energy. It goes beyond the physical self. One more breath here in Janu Shavasana, and engage the core. Squeeze the mulabandha at the pelvic floor. Hug in the navel to the spine to engage the Uddiyana bandha, and then inhale to rise up. Release your hands. Cross that left foot over the right foot. And again, your option, my friends. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, or hug the left knee with the right elbow into the crook of the elbow. Gaze over the left shoulder. Bring your thumb and middle finger to connect. So we're connecting the fire element represented by the thumb, Agni or Tejas, and then the middle finger represents the Kasha space. So we're finding here space in which the fire can burn freely, in which the fire can burn dynamically, all of its potency, firepower, given all the space that it needs to grow. This is the firepower of this practice. But be careful, be cautious when you are a fire starter. You don't want the fire to burn out of control. You want to direct that fire. Inhale back to center, counter twist over to the right. And then let's release this left leg. Swing both your legs around to come onto all fours in Bhamarasana, table pose. Might be a baggy top here, but I want you to squeeze in, so you may not be able to see me lifting my tailbone, dipping my abdomen, shine my heart, gaze, lift, claw into the earth with your tiger pose. As you exhale, round through the spine. So allow this supple wave to stretch along the length of the spine, from the tailbone to the crown, from the crown to the tailbone. Chakravakasana. Chakravakasana, this cycle of cat-cow, Majriyasana, Bikhliyasana. 3 to 6 times. When you've completed your cycle or your wheel of cat-cow, let's extend the left leg long, flex the foot. Shift the weight into the left hand and reach forward with the right arm long. Thumb and middle finger connected. Engage the core at the Manipur. One more breath here. Then let's release that left foot to the earth and reach up with the right arm to the sky so that you come into twisted table, Paririta Bhamarasana. Take your gaze up towards the full moon here. Repeat your mantra, Om Som Somaya Namah. One more breath here. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the left hand to the sky. And as you do that, release the left heel to the earth so that you come into Vastisthasana. Ardha Vastisthasana, so that right knee stays on the earth. My friends, reach up and over with the left arm to create this dynamic current of energy from the outside of that left foot to the tips of the fingers of the left hand. From here, my friends, and this is where you're going to have an option. You either stay here in Ardhavastasana with this right knee on the earth, or you lift that right foot and cross at the right ankle, coming into your variation of side plank Vastisthasana. So it'll be up to you, my friends, whether that right knee is on the earth, whether it is lifted. Yogi's choice. Left arm either on the left hip or reaching up. If you're happy here, stay here, or you can bring the sole of your left foot onto the right thigh, coming into Vrikshasana. Yogi's choice. If you fall out, come back into the pose. If it feels like there's too much pressure onto your right wrist, bring that right knee back to the earth. Wherever you are, my friends, we're going to turn the gaze down towards the earth and bring the left hand down for a moment, and then release the right hip to the earth. That left hand is acting as a scaffold here, just to give us a little bit of pressure, a little bit of support. Let's stay on the right hip here, my friends. Keep the legs extended, so left leg is on top of right leg. Here, lift the weight out of your wrist if you feel like you're sinking into the wrist. This is a variation of Reclining Buddha. Anantasana, Reclining Buddha pose. So here, notice what experience you're having, drawing the navel to the spine. The left side is compressed, the right side is extended. Your left hand is on the earth as a scaffold. If you've noticed that you're sinking into the right wrist, lift up and come up onto the finger pads to create a tripod. One more breath here in Anantasana. And then, my friends, let's bring the right forearm onto the earth so that you lessen the contraction on the left and ease a little on the right side. Bend into that left knee and bring the left foot onto the right thigh. Here, my friends, you stay here, and you'll have recognized this. This is often a practice pose that you will see many deities adopting. You can take hold of the left big toe, with your peace fingers and extend that left leg to the sky. Or you can take your hand to the back of your leg, or you stay with that left foot on the right leg. You're all going to be different places here, my friends. Draw in the navel. You're going to begin to feel the heat building in your body now. This is the churning of the fire at the Manipur chakra. This primal action is the creation of the fire that will give us the motivation, the drive, the passion, the commitment to burn through barriers, obstacles. This burning desire will help us to achieve that which we've set out to do. Extend that left leg long. Let's roll onto the abdomen so that we come onto the front of our body into prone position. Forearms on the earth, Sphinx, Salambar, Bhujangasana. Big toes together or as wide as your mat. Lengthen the ears away from the shoulders. 3 breaths here, my friends, in Salambar Bhujangasana. Keep connecting with your mantra. So this idea of being bold, of being fierce, of being brave, this energizing moon, which brightens the night skies, will help us to see with greater clarity. The Manipur chakra, the sense is sight. It's being able to see our pathway clearly. What is obstructing us? What is distracting us? What is it we need to move beyond? And what does it take to move beyond that? Is it our own willpower that needs strengthening? Is it our passion that needs reigniting? Is it our commitment or our faith that needs re-inspiring? Gaze towards the horizon here in Salambha Bhujangasana. Tuck your toes, my friends. Engage the core. We're going to rise up into forearm plank. Inhale, lift the hips and pelvis. Reach out through the heels of your feet. From here, my friends, we're going to move into dolphin pose. Dolphin pose is Chatur Shavasana. So, my friends, here, let's interlace all your fingers, and you can extend your middle fingers into Matangi Mudra. Begin to reach the tailbone up towards the sky and walk your feet towards the arms. And come as far forward as feels comfortable. You don't want to bring the crown directly onto the earth. You want to keep it lifted slightly off the earth here. Tailbone is reaching up. You can have a soft or deep bend in your knees. My earpiece in. Ujjayi breath here, that victory sounding breath at the back of the throat. And remember, deep bend, soft bend in your knees. Your feet can be as close towards, you can create this pinnacle of the mountain, or you can have your feet further apart. When you're ready, my friends, let's bring our knees to the earth and sit back in child's pose. Balasana. Eyebrow center on a cushion or a block or directly on the earth. Release your Matangi Mudra if you wish. Take your arms alongside your body, palms face up. Here in child's pose Balasana, let's take Brahmari breath, honeybee breath. This buzzing or buzzing breath, the humming sound of the breath. Keeping the teeth and lips softly parted. Inhale through your nose, and as you exhale out of your nose, make a humming or buzzing sound so it reverberates in the cave or the temple of the mouth. Inhale fully. Exhale, Brahmari. One more breath here. And let's bring our hands onto the earth and rise up in table pose, my friends, Bambalasana. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the crown towards the front of your mat. And when you're ready, my friends, let's extend that right leg long, tuck. Flex at the ankle so that the toes are pointing down. Engage the core. Claw the earth through your finger pads, your tiger paws. And when you're ready, let's reach forward with our left arm, coming into balancing tiger Sardulasana. Three breaths here. And then when you're ready, my friends, let's release the right foot to the earth, tuck the toes, and inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Three breaths here in Parivritta Vamarasana. Exhale, bring the left hand to the earth. And as you do that, open the heart towards the right, bring the right heel to the earth, and lift the right arm up to the sky. And I'll turn around so you can see me. Reach the right arm overhead. Create this current of dynamic energy from the outside of the right foot to the tip of your fingers. Release with this flow of energy any doubt, any indecision, procrastination, self-limiting thoughts or beliefs, anything that has been sabotaging you. Burn those away in this metaphorical fire. Take risks. Be not afraid to be spontaneous. From here, Ardha Vashisthasana, my friends, you are invited to extend that left leg long. Right arm reaching up or right arm on the hips. If you wish, you can bend into that right foot and place it on the left thigh. In Vrikshasana, Vashisthasana. Have it on the earth behind you. Have your leg extended or be in Ardha Vashisthasana. Wherever you choose, my friends, different options. Trying to move between them all here. And when you're ready here, my friends, we're going to lower the left hips to the earth. The right fingertips come to the earth to act as a scaffold for you. So you come into Anantasana here on the left side. Extend the legs, flex the feet. Lift up. This feels awkward. We don't often sit like this. This is a reclining Buddha. You can be high up on your fingertips, so you create a tripod, especially if you feel like you're sinking into that left wrist, because we've been supporting ourselves with this left arm for some time now. So coming up onto your fingertips lifts the weight here. Som Somaya Namah. I have the clarity to release. I am gifted with faith and confidence and belief to take action. I take the initiative. I have resilience and strength to do what it takes to create change or move into new directions. Let's bring that left forearm onto the earth here. So you're reclining a little bit more here. That right hand continue to act as a scaffold for you. Keep that right leg extended or bend into that right foot and place the right foot on the left thigh. Again, you can be here in this asana that you often see deities. It's a variation of reclining Buddha, Anantasana. Wrap your peace fingers around your right big toe and extend that right leg long to the sky. Take your hands to the back of your leg. You can keep that right foot on the thigh. Yogi's choice, my friends. Stay here on the left hip. As you exhale, let's release that leg and roll onto our abdomen to come into Salambar Bhujangasana and Sphinx pose here, my friends. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Bathe in the cooling elixir of the full moon, the soma of the full moon. The full moon clears the stagnant energy. It lights up the dark skies, the shadows, so that we have clearer vision. From Salamba Bhujangasana, my friends. Actually, from Salamba Bhujangasana. So let's tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the hips and pelvis into body plank. Body parallel. Interlace your fingers, extend your middle finger into Utkata Konasana, and begin to walk your feet up towards the arms. Have a deep bend in your knees or a soft bend in your knees. Whichever variation of Chatur Shavasana you are in. Engage with Ujjayi Pranayam here. When you're ready, bring your knees to the earth. Sit back in child's pose now, my friends. And honeybee breath here. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale through your softly parted, keeping those softly parted lips. Exhale through the nose, making this buzzing sound. This reverberation in the temple of your mouth helps to calm, especially where we might be feeling that heightened emotion or that intensity of nervous energy, for example. So remember, this is a period when our feelings are going to be amplified and full. It is very natural to want to contract and retreat when we are faced with this fulsomeness of emotion, of energy. It takes courage and bravery to engage with it and make the changes and shift boundaries, release behaviors. I myself struggle during this period. Inhale, lift your gaze, my friends. Tuck your toes, rise up into Parvatasana, mountain pose. And let's walk our feet to the top of the mat to come into a forward fold here. And unfold your spine to rise one vertebrae at a time. And quarter turn in your mat. So you're standing on the right side of your mat. We have the length of the mat there clear for us. And the Namaskara sequence. We're going to work to the left, my friends. So let's open the palms out. Close your eyes here. Imagine that you are standing underneath the full moon in Aries. You will be feeling warm because we've had quite a warming, energizing practice on the earth already. Absorb the cool beams of silver light from the moon, cooling the temperature. Inhale, hands to the heart, interlace all your fingers, extend the middle fingers, Matangi Mudra. Inhale to reach overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center, my friends. Bring your hands to your heart and step across your mat. Open out your hands into Tadasana, star pose here. Take a moment here, shining brightly yourself in the cosmos of the night sky. Bend into your knees and turn out your toes, coming into Utkata Konasana. Hands engage at the heart. Release the middle finger, Matangi Mudra. This transformative energy that sort of circulates and processes and clears and shifts. Saman Vayu here at the abdomen, at the core. So here is where our Manipur chakra is. This is the energy, the prana that we are working with today through this mudra. Inhale, hands reach overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Straighten through your legs. Turn the left foot up. Take a moment here, my friends. And then bend into that left knee. Bring the left forearm onto the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over here. Extended side angle. Utkata Konasana. Bring the right hand down to the earth. Rotate on the ball of the right foot. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Easy twist, Parivrtta Anjaneyasana. Now, keeping that left hand reaching up where it is, and you might want to bring a block here to underneath the right hand, because we're going to straighten through that left knee so that we come into pyramid. Drop. You might want to step forward with that right foot and drop that right heel to the earth. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me from this angle. I'm sorry, I'm wearing my lovely big dress. That left arm reaching up. You can always come to that left hip. Turn the heart over to the left. Lift your gaze. One more breath here. And then let's bring that left hand down towards the earth. Remove that block for a moment. Bring your hands to your heart in Matangi and inhale to rise up into standing pyramid. Keep the gaze to the horizon for the moment and lift your gaze up towards the full moon. Option to reach overhead with your mudra. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend into that knee again, that left knee, so that we're back into extended side angle. Bring the hands to the inside of that left foot and bring the right knee down. Untuck your toes, dragon pose, Uttanasana. You can stay on your hands or you can bring your forearms onto the earth, your choice, my friends. Som Somaya Namah. Allow the fire to burn here. Engage the core, my friends. One breath more here. And then let's lift back up, coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge here, sometimes known as Chitakasana. Hands in Matangi at the heart, and then inhale to reach up. Sink into that left hip. Exhale, hands to the earth, tuck your toes, lift that right foot, and then begin to rise up through standing pyramid and turn those left toes to the long edge of the mat. Open out the arms into Tarasana star pose. Hands together, and then step to the left, Reach overhead. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center, hands to the heart. Take a moment here, and we're going to work our way back to the right of the mat. Take a moment to realign with your intention. Som Somaya Namah. I am bold, I'm fearless, brave, courageous. I shine brightly like the moon. When you're ready, my friends, hands reach overhead. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Hands to the heart, step across your mat in Tadasana. Open out your arms. Bring your thumb to your middle finger here in Akash Mudra. Bend into the knees, turn the toes out. Hands at the heart in Matangi. Reach overhead. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Straighten through the legs, open out the arms into Tadasana. Turn the right foot towards the top of the mat. Slightly shift that left foot. And then bend into that right knee and bring that right forearm onto the right thigh. Reach up and over with the left arm. Extended side angle. Utkata Konasana. Turn your gaze down towards the earth. Bring the left hand to the earth. Rotate on the ball of that left foot and reach up with the right arm. Easy twist. Parivrtta Konasana. Turn your gaze down, and here, my friends, we're going to step forward slightly with that left foot and begin to straighten through the right leg. Here you might want to bring your left hand on a block. So you're coming into this revolved pyramid. That right arm can keep reaching up, or you can have that right hand on the right hip. This left hand lift the earth if you wish by using the block. Extend it to the right leg. Friends, left hand can be on a block which lifts the earth towards you. The right arm reaching up, or right arm on your right hip. That right leg is extended. Revolved pyramid. One more breath here, and then let's bring the hands together in Matangi at the heart. Inhale to rise up into standing pyramid. Remember, your pyramid base can be broad or narrower as you wish. When you're ready, my friends, you can reach overhead, gentle back bend. Bathe in the rays of the moon, this cooling energy. One more breath here. And then let's bring the hands to the heart, bend into that right knee again. And let's bring that left knee down to the earth to come into dragon pose, Anantasana. You can be on your hands, or you can be on your forearms here. Yogi's choice. When you're ready, my friends, let's rise up, tuck the toes. Let's bring that heel to the earth. Bring your right forearm to the right thigh. Reach up and over in extended side angle. And then let's rise up. Turn the right foot, coming back into star pose, Tarasana. Hands at the heart in Matangi Mudra. Bend into your knees, turn out the toes. Utkata Konasana. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. exhale right. Inhale, center, bring your hands to your heart, rise up in Tarasana, star pose. I'm going to step over to the right, big step here. Hands reach over. Let's close the practice. Chandra Namaskar, exhale to the right, inhale to center, exhale to the left, inhale to center, hands to your heart. Release your hands, palms open, standing mountain Tadasana. Let's take a full breath in through the nose. Draw in this cooling energy of the full moon in Aries. This moon encourages us to reignite the fuel at the core, at the Manipur chakra, both to help us see more clearly and for fuel to act, to drive us into action. So we're going to balance that heat by drawing upon the coolness of the moon, so we don't burn out. Som Somaya Namah. Quarter turn to the top of your mat here, my friends. Reach overhead and exhale to fold down towards the earth. Forward fold, and then come onto your knees. Sit back in Child's Pose Balasana for a moment. And take a Brahmari breath here, honeybee breath in through your nose, softly parted lips, humming or buzzing sound out. To release and discharge the obstructions, the distractions, where we may have been fearful or avoidant. Let's rise up, my friends. And we're going to come onto our mats. So turn over and recline in Shavasana here. Not quite Shavasana straight away, but preparing for Shavasana in the center of your mats. Realign your spine here for a few moments. I'm going to come into Chamorras, Supta Chandrasana, moon pose on the earth. Let's walk the feet to the bottom left-hand corner of the mat. Let's reach the arms overhead. And then walk the arms and the head towards the top left-hand corner. Leave the hips and pelvis in the middle of the mat. Coming into Chandrasana here. You may cross the right ankle over the left ankle. Close your eyes here. As you realign here on the earth, bathe in the moon rays, the luminosity of the moon that invites you to synchronize and come into harmony. Yoga propels us into action. This full moon is often known as the warrior moon, or the moon that can help us to leap with faith, connect us with our burning desires. But even within that, We want to maintain the cool energy so that our energy doesn't overburn, doesn't devastate, but is calm and more directed. Inhale, uncross the right ankle. If it's crossed, move the legs back to center, release your mudra from overhead, and move your head and arms back to center. Align in the center of your mat for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, let's walk the feet to the bottom right-hand corner of our mat. Perhaps we cross the left ankle over the right. Reach overhead with your hands. Perhaps you interlace your hands into Matangi Mudra. Middle fingers extended. And then shift your shoulders and head towards the top right-hand corner of your mat. Can you hear the calling of your soul? Calling by the moon into action. You may have experienced feelings of restlessness or insomnia, and that is not unsurprising under this full moon. Perhaps you're feeling a little lost or uncertain or doubtful about what the next step is. Meditate on Som Somaya Namah under this full moon for clarity, so that you can hear and see what must be heard or seen, or needs to be heard or seen. Inhale, uncross the ankles, walk your feet back to center, release your mudra, head and shoulders back to center. And then let's bring our arms alongside us, away from the body, open out the feet, allow the feet to fall out, coming into Shavasana. Covering yourself with a blanket if you wish, maybe taking this opportunity to set a timer beyond our class, timer for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. Taking a Shavasana will not reduce the amount of sleep you get later on. This Shavasana is a resting in consciousness, resting with awareness. It is not the same as deep sleep. It is said it is a type of Nidra that we move into. As you lie here under the full moon, whether you can see it or not, know that you are feeling its intensity. This bold, brave, fiery moon in which everything is illuminated and brightened for us to see. It's our primal instinct to tune in and harmonize with the cycles of the moon. Bathe in the beams. Allow it to wash over you. Soak up the rays. Allow and welcome this moon's energy as a way of resetting, re-nourishing, replenishing, recharging you. This moon helps us to align with the deepest of wisdoms, guidance of purpose. I am ready to close my practice here. If you wish to rise up now, turn over onto your left side. If you wish to continue in Shavasana, I offer you that sovereignty. Take the time that you need. Whenever you are ready, rise up by turning onto the left side first, then moving into your Sukhasana and closing by chanting Om Som Somaya Namah 3 times and then Om Shanti. Bringing your hands into Bhairava Mudra, right palm holding left palm. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Som Somaya Namah. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dhanyavad, Dhanyavad, Dhanyavad.